Hi, and welcome back to TR's Tarot Talk 1111. We're going to start the new year off with the very reason why I started this channel to begin with was because I have been on the twin flame journey and I resonate with being a divine feminine. This journey has been very interesting, very healing, very it's all about bringing us back home to self, right? If you're a divine feminine. And honestly, I've kind of been feeling lately like the twin flame journey has been, for most of us, being done separately. At least for me. I don't want to project my journey onto you guys. But, oops. Don't burn down the house, Tracy. I have been in non-communication, and I've kind of allowed it to be that way. For the first time ever, I haven't reached out, and I haven't projected anything onto the journey. I just kind of got in the boat and said, you know what, Spirit, just show me where I need to go, what I need to work on, what I need to accomplish. And I've been focusing on my own life, my own aspirations for the future. And then this morning, I was going to do a collective reading for January. I'm like, okay, let's just kind of do all the zodiacs. You know, I was going to do a flip through like I've done before. And I sat down at the table, and this overwhelming download came on me that the masculines are really struggling. And sometimes that triggers me. Sometimes it makes me want to be angry and resentful and like, you know what, I was struggling too. And I went within, I worked with my shadow, and I cried and prayed and you know, I did my dark night of the soul, and I didn't resist when it persisted. And then, you know, I had to sit here for a while because an emotional wave of grief came over me, and it wasn't mine. Like, it wasn't mine. I don't believe that it was mine. And so what I think is happening is that the divine masculines are really, really, really resisting the awakening. And I think that Spirit is really kind of giving them tower moment after tower moment after tower moment. And I think this has been going on for over a year now. But I heard in my head that there is something to do with like Aries or Mars, like the depiction of the divine masculine archetype, planet or sign coming home. That's all I heard. I don't know what that means. If you guys are astrologers or you understand astrology, maybe you can drop down in the comments and let my viewers know what that means. But my spirit guides, they talk in my head. Get out of there. Sorry, my dog's getting into stuff. They talk in my head, and the story that I heard, or the phrase that I heard, is divine masculine has, in the sky, returned home. Returned home. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means that they're coming back to self or coming back to spirit or looking at their past. I really don't know what that means. But I'm hearing in my head the divine masculine in the astrology. I don't know if it's the planet Mars or if it's the zodiac sign Aries, but one of those has returned home is what I'm hearing. I don't know what that means. So I'm just going to do the bridge to union. Is that what we want to do, Spirit? Spirit says first we're going to do a divine masculine check-in. We're going to do a divine masculine check-in. And then I'm going to, well, I'm going to wing it. I really don't know what I'm going to do because I hadn't intended to do a twin flame reading. Or, you know, if you're not on a twin flame journey, then this might not be your video because this is where I'm focusing my attention today. I'm going to start off with my Sacred Soulmates Oracle deck that I created. There's 55 cards, I believe. It's been a while, but and all of them are different stages of the journey. And, you know, the twin flame journey is not a straight line, it's spirals, right? Just like our shadow work and our healing journey. You know, we can do a lot of work in healing and then think that we're done. And then we take a hard turn and repeat a cycle and come back and have to do more and more and more and more. And what I feel is I feel that the divine masculine, divine feminine are like all over the place doing this on separate paths, but running parallel. And the funny thing is when I ask Spirit to show it to me in a vision, this parallel line, which, like I said, is all over the place, the divine feminine gets ahead, and then when they get ahead, they trigger the divine masculine to push forward in ways that they were resisting or struggling or couldn't push forward. And then they'll sometimes reach out or cross paths, whether it's energetically. I just had this happen in a dream where my divine masculine appeared in my dream. And it triggered me. So now I'm up here, right? He's back here. And now all of a sudden I do a hard backward tumble. And now we're back on these parallel timelines again. And for some of you, it could be a literal 3D reach out. You could get a text or a call. Or it could be energetic, where, you know, you have a dream about them, or you have a vision of them, or you're getting signs and synchronicities with their names everywhere. But however it happens, at least for me in my own journey, it triggers me. I get angry. I'm like, I don't even care anymore. Like, I don't care. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And then I realize that I'm really not as enlightened and healed as I thought I was. And then it triggers me because I'm like, WTF, man, I got to do it again. Like, I got to go within. And I get these waves of grief is the only way I can really describe it, that come out of nowhere. And I don't know what it is. I'm like, why are you crying? I mean, things seem to be pretty good right now. Why are you feeling this way? And so I don't know, to be honest. I really don't. I think that it's connected with my DM. I think that there is resistance, and I think that the universe is not allowing this resistance to be a wall. So they're bringing down the wall. And it's funny, they just showed me Pink Floyd's album cover in my head, The Wall. So definitely any walls that the DM has built around his heart or in his life or in his head or in his job or home life situation, most of the clients that I work with have told me that their DM is no longer in a third-party situation. And that's true for me as well. And you know, it's funny, for the longest time, I'm going to have to talk loud because my furnace keeps kicking on. We're having another snowstorm here. For the longest time, I really believed in my heart with everything I had that the reason why we couldn't find union was because he was married. And then he got divorced, and I didn't want union. I was like, oh, he's a hot mess. I don't want it in the midst of any of that. And had many opportunities because, of course, he was on the rebound, reached out. And I said, nope. I'm happy where I'm at, happy what I'm doing. I don't need to take on any of his trauma and his stuff. And so it's just strange. I don't know how your guys' journey's been going, but I came to realize quickly that the karmic was not the problem. The karmic was actually helping the DM see the problem, to recognize the problem, to push the DM to face the problem and learn the karmic lesson that they were meant to learn with that karmic connection. And so it's just strange how on this journey our lefts and rights and twists and turns don't really make any sense, because I really believed with all my heart. I was single and he was married, and I thought, oh, as soon as he gets divorced, everything's gonna come together. And then he did, and it didn't, and it was me that chose not to. I actually took a hard left and took on a new soulmate, high-level soulmate, which also all relationships have karmic aspects to it. And so anyhow, I'm just rambling now, but I just wanted to tell you how I feel, how I'm channeling. I feel like the divine masculine is really resistant to change. They're really our mirror, which means that even though we've done so much work and we've done so much change, we still are resistant to certain aspects of the journey where the ego is still running the show. And as long as we believe that, listen, I understand in theory how this operates, okay? Nothing exists outside of the collective, the all that is. It's us, right? We are the all that is, and we manifest the timelines and the situations that we're in. And in theory, I understand that, but in practicality, I'm like, what? I manifested this bullshit? Like, how? But I was out cleaning the snow off my car. I've got like 6 inches of snow on my car, and it's still coming down pretty steady. I'm hoping to be able to leave tonight, but it you know, it's up to Mother Nature. If it keeps coming down the way it is, I probably can't go anywhere. But I went out and cleared my car off, and you know, it's kind of meditative when I do stuff like that. I get in my head, and the first thing I thought is, I really feel sad because I know he's alone. I know that he's grieving. I know that he's going through stuff. And I was kind of harsh on him. I was like, well, he deserves it. Let him do that. You know, it's good for him. Good for him. You just focus on your own happiness and let him struggle if he has to struggle. And, you know, I was spiritually bypassing, I think, believing that I did all the work and that, you know, this is his turn. He needs to do the work. And it dawned on me that I'm creating this reality through my belief system, I solely believe and create that in my head, and then it plays out in front of me to validate me. And I'm like, oh, see, I was right. You know, he's an asshole, and he needs to get his shit together. And spirit just kind of hit me right between the eyes, right in that third eye when I was clearing my car off, and they said, he's you. Hello, knock, knock. It's the mirror, right? It's the mirror. What can you learn by looking in the mirror? And so when I came in from clearing my car, I went in the bathroom and I stood in front of the mirror and I looked in the mirror. And I thought, I've gained weight. I've been snarky and hard to get along with. All the things that I thought I was happy about, I'm really not happy about. I've been kind of detached from my spiritual calling. I've been focusing my attention on muggling out in the 3D world, working and playing in a band and being a mom and doing the wrestling thing with Jesse. And I just thought I was creating a happy life, and it hit me when I looked in the mirror that it's all a facade. Like, it's not even close to what I'm dreaming about. What I really, really want in my heart and soul is union. And I want to retire and travel and just, there's so much that I still need to process. And so today's reading isn't just going to be about the DM. We're going to take a look at the divine masculine, what energy they're in, what they're going through. But then we're going to take a look at how they are mirroring back to us our own shadow. How I'm going to do that yet, I'm not sure. And I hope you haven't clicked off yet, but we're going to get into this reading. All right. Dear Mother, Father, God, please come into this space and bless it, make it holy ground. Surround us in the white light of love and protection. Cast my ego, and please take a big hold on that ego and cast it to the outside of the circle so that I can be a clear channel for spirit messages for the collective of the divine masculine and divine feminines in the current timelines, for my viewers and everybody that finds this video. And please work with my viewers to also step out of their egos, step into the divine light for clarity, without filters, without ego, to be open receivers of the channeled message to the highest and best, filled with love and light and epiphanies. We need those towers, Spirit. We need those aha moments, those awakening, slap in the heads. Where are we spiritually bypassing? Where are we stuck in a rut? Where are we returning to old patterns? I mean, it's the new year. It's January 2025. And this is a number 9 year. It's time to wrap it up. It's, we have an entire year to kind of figure it out. And so, Spirit, can we just start the year off right with clear, concise windows of opportunity, insights, clarity, just breakdowns to breakthroughs. I hate breakdowns, but if it's going to be breakdown to breakthrough, I welcome it and I ask for it. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So since I've been shoveling, 2 cards have shown themselves. One is boundaries have been established, and the other one is I'm reliving memories of the good time, nostalgia. I don't know who those are for. I know for me, I've definitely been in nostalgia ever since I had that dream. So, and I do kind of have boundaries up. The boundary that I've put up is I'm not reaching out. I don't know if that's an ego thing. It's probably an ego thing. But I kind of feel like I want to move into faith. I want to trust that the divine masculine is capable of handling whatever he's going through, he or she, because it's not gender specific, it's energy. But I'll use he as the pronoun just to keep things from being too muddled. But you definitely know whether or not your DM is in a he pronoun or a she pronoun. Or nowadays there's many other pronouns, right? But anyhow, I kind of wanted to believe that if I didn't reach out for Christmas, I didn't reach out for New Year's, I didn't, make the connection happen, if I just allowed, just become the Empress and attract the highest and best outcome, that I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. But the problem is, I'm realizing I'm in the Queen of Swords energy. I am not in the Divine Feminine Empress energy. I have put up boundaries. I have kind of been a little bit stubborn and resentful. Not a lot resentful, a little resentful, where I just don't want, I want to be chosen. And that's ego. I know that's ego. I want to be chosen. I want to be chosen. And that means that I'm in a mindset of believing and creating through that belief system that I'm not chosen, that I'm not worthy. And so I get confused, guys. I'm on this journey with you. I am not there yet. And so when I channel for you, it is not from a master's point of view. It's not from somebody who got it right, somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. I really don't. I'm taking one step at a time, and I take a lot of steps forward, and then I take several steps back. And if you resonate with that, drop a comment that says circles. That lets me know that you're experiencing the same energy as a divine feminine. Or if you're a divine masculine, you click on this, because you could be, because divine masculines are being awakened, whether they like it or not. And I'm telling you, the divine masculine in me, is stubborn, is throwing up roadblocks, is resisting the change, is totally stuck in the arrogance of the divine masculine I am, without unconditional love. And so if it's happening within us, we're going to experience it external to us. But drop in the comments a circle, or say the word circle if you resonate with repeating old patterns, and the new year is bringing in some kind of a epiphany that's showing it to you. You're like, oh, here I go again. I've been doing it again. And here I thought that I was spiritually enlightened, and I'm just spiritually bypassing. Let me know if you're struggling the same way I am with a circle in the comments below. Guys, I think my channel has been shadow banned. I have a lot of very loyal followers that, text me, email me. Some of them have my phone number and they call me. And they reach out through Messenger, through Instagram, and they're telling me, why aren't you uploading? And I'm like, well, okay, I'm not uploading daily, but I've uploaded at least 3 or 4 times in the last, I don't know, several weeks. And all of them, almost every single one of them have said to me, I don't get any notifications that you've uploaded anything. And I ask them to go and unclick the bell, the notification bell, and to re-click it. And I don't know if that works or not. But if you haven't been receiving any notifications, if you didn't get my most recent uploads, go look at my channel and see if there's something there for you. Some of them aren't for everybody. Look at, we've got I'm So Lonely Without You falling out. All right, I don't know. I'm channeling like the cards aren't wanting to. It's like I want to talk, not throw cards at the moment. So I hope you guys aren't bored yet. All right, Spirit, let's tap into the divine masculine of my collective, my followers, my people, because I was clearly told at the beginning of my journey that I would have 3 waves, that there are a total of 3 waves, period. But out of those 3 waves, I would have my own 3 waves as an oracle and teacher that would find me through the sound of my voice, or through other readers, or through the algorithms, but they would find me and they would stick with me on their journey. And so if you resonate with being that person, and I don't know, I mean, I have more waves to come, hopefully. If you think I'm your oracle and I'm your person, then I'm asking Spirit to tap into your story, your highest and best story. Well, no, I'm not even going to say highest and best. We want to create the highest and best, but I would like to realistically tap into the now moment in your and mine and those who follow me's journey. All right, what is the divine masculine's current energy with life, just in his life, or toward his feminine? Whatever you want to bring out, Spirit, show us what the divine masculine's going through. I'd like to get 3 cards. Oh my God, and I got 3 cards. They spit right out. All right, bottom of the deck is I lied to you. It was easier than telling the truth. Look at, let me look and make sure that my camera is even on. It is, but I want to move it a little bit this way. All right. Didn't I tell you? Wake up call. Now remember, our manifested physical divine masculine is simply a mirror image of what we are. What we don't see that we are. And so within us is the archetype of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, trying to find congruent union in the high heart space of your energetic centers, which are your chakras, or chakras, however you pronounce it. And so, wake up call. Hello, I'm having a wake up call. Are you having a wake up call? Like this new year, this double black moon, new moon energy kind of has given me a wake up call. And if you follow me on Facebook, you'll see I go through cycles of not seeing 11:11 and I don't post it. And then you'll see boom, 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 like twice a day where I'm posting 11:11, 11:11, because I'll be scrolling on my phone or doing work from home because I work on my phone. And the number 11:11 will pop up and I'll rush over to Facebook and I'll post it. And so this resonates. Wake up call, 11:11, sanctioned ascension. Sanctioned. That means it's on point. It's divinely guided. The next one is, every love song reminds me of you, and I need to focus on me right now. Isn't that amazing? So I don't know about you guys, but love songs have been hitting home lately. Really. I can't make this shit up. I need to focus on me right now, because if you really understand the journey, you will realize that your manifested 3D divine masculine is it's a physical 3D representation of you, of the part of you within you that is your masculine energy, which is in distortion. It's not in union, congruent energy with the higher heart. There's blockages, there's karma to clear, or there's healing to happen in each of those chakras. I really think that, me too, I haven't done it. I think we need to be looking at the areas of our life where we are struggling most and assign a chakra to it. You know, are you having a hard time making money, keeping your lights on, paying your bills, keeping a roof over your head, feeling grounded and safe? Then you need to work on that root chakra, right? And in the masculine energy, it's making a plan to actually work on it and clear it. It's taking action to fix it, right? Fix it. And then if it's about self-empowerment, if it's about who you are, if you're confused about who you are or who you want to be, or where you're headed, or what the plan is, or what you're trying to create, you need to go to that solar plexus. And I'm going to do this too, guys. This is just, I'm channeling for both of us, or all of us. I don't know any of this. I just download this stuff and I just open my mouth and it comes out. So you need to look at the areas of your life that you're struggling the most. Write it down. Make it solid. Make it 3D, because the masculine energy is the 3D energy. It's what's going on in the world. What's going on in your world. What's going on? Divine feminine is all the spiritual stuff, which most of us have been working on, right? Our manifested physical DM has been working on the masculine stuff, right? making better money, taking care of their health, or hopefully. Most of them that I've been working with are working with addictions, bad behaviors, ingrained, programmed belief systems that are not in alignment with the spiritual side of things. So they're working on their DF energy and we're working on our DM. So for them, they should be praying, meditating, going within, clearing energy. They should be doing all the DF work, right? And we should be doing the DM work. So the DM work. So our divine masculines, external and internal, are kind of experiencing this energy right now where they're realizing that they've been pretending that everything's okay, that spiritual bypassing, and probably not being authentic and truthful and speaking or even reaching out, right? But they are going through an awakening, and that music is going to hit home. Let me know. Put a musical note in the comments below if music has been kind of triggering you lately. Okay? And then I need to focus on me right now. Do those chakra healings. What is out of alignment? What is struggling to be changed in your physical world if you're a divine feminine? And what is begging to be changed in your spiritual body if you are watching this as a divine masculine? All right? Focus on that, because clearing that and healing that is going to bring more union energies. Because see, when you get the 1111 consistency, it's a portal. It's an opportunity. It's a wake-up call. Spirit saying, energy's aligned. Planets are aligned. We're helping you. Time to wake up. Time to take the next step. Time to pay attention. Time to go within. Time to take action. Time to be authentic. All right. Now, what do I want to do next? I want to look at, for just the divine masculine, I've got this new shadow work deck. And I'm going to try. Let me look over here. I have a new deck. My decks are all over the place. I got so many new decks for Christmas. A lot of them I bought for myself. Some were bought for me. And I don't remember where I put it. I'll bet I took it with me to the last psychic fair. It's probably in my car, so I can't use it. Dang it. All right. I want to take a look at the shadow. What is the shadow that the masculine is experiencing right now? What is the shadow? What are they experiencing in their shadow, Spirit? Clear, concise messages for the masculine. Ooh, guilt. Guilt. Now, this is a cheap deck, guys. I bought this myself off of that Temu site, and you can barely see. But it says guilt. Release the chains of the past. Mistakes and... release the chains of the past mistakes and embrace the growth that they bring. Remorse, shame, and regret. Damn. See how it plays out? Like maybe the reason why I channeled all the things that I've been feeling and going through to you is because then, it's going to show up here. Because your physical DM is just a physical representation of your internal divine masculine. And so I was feeling guilty. I was feeling shame. I was feeling regret just today because I, before that, was feeling anger, resentment, Queen of Swords energy, big boundaries. Like I refuse, I won't, right? I thought I was doing it for the right reasons. So see how they mirror what's going on inside of us? So the DM is feeling guilt. He's feeling shame. He's feeling remorse and regret, probably in many areas of his life, but also when it comes to you. What else? Can I get a couple more for shadows? Because we know it's not always just one, is it? At least it wasn't for me. Isn't for me. No past tense here. I'm still working. And look, it looks like the snow stopped. I might just get out of here after all. Look, we have grief. And what did I tell you? I've been being hit. I'll be driving in a good mood. Really feeling kind of light and airy and in a good mood. I was happy at Christmas, you know. And then these waves of grief would hit me. And I'm like, I don't understand. Like why am I crying? Why am I triggered? Why do I feel this overwhelming need to cry? Look, in pain, find healing and deeper connection to the self. Sorrow, mourning, and loss. So guilt and grief. Guilt and grief. Focus on the self. Or it says deeper connection to the self. Spiritual bypassing, guys. I need to focus on me right now. What other shadows are the divine masculine within and external to us experiencing? Pride. True worth is measured by character, not accolades. Arrogance, vanity, and ego. Yep. Yep. I mean, what did I say? I was like, proud of myself. I'm like, oh, I've done the work. I did my shadow work. I did my grieving. I dealt with my guilt. I processed. And I was proud of myself. But here's our check and our wake up, right? True worth is measured by character. What character did I say that I've been kind of operating in? Is Queen of Swords. I'm going to blurt my truth out. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to hold that boundary. I'm going to stand in my pride and ego and truth and demand. You know how the Queen of Swords puts her hand out. She's like, you may come see me, but you better be right. Because she's got that sword up in the air like she's going to chop somebody's head off if they don't show up right. These are really resonating, guys. Let me know in the comments if this is resonating, if you're experiencing this without even really being aware. All right, let's see if there's any more. I'll go through the deck twice, and if nothing else comes out, then we know that this is what Spirit wants to talk about. So that was one pass. Anything else that the divine masculine is going through at this time? All right, we got one more. Obsession. Release the chains of thought and free your mind. You can't even read these little keywords. They're so light. It says fixation, compulsion, and preoccupation. Every love song reminds me of you. So I'm not sure what their obsession is. I know that my obsession has literally been, let me see, what have I been obsessing over? Food. My addiction. Food. I've gained 26 pounds, I think, in the last 2 years. I'll lose 5 or 6 of it, and then I gain it back, and then I lose it. I keep yo-yoing, but I'd like to lose 30 pounds and stay there. And I really do obsess over food. And for me, food is an addiction, which helps me to spiritually bypass, lie to myself about all of these other things that I'm not facing, that I'm not clearing, that I'm not dealing with. And so obsession could be obsessively thinking about you, or maybe they've got their own addictions, they've got their own obsessive compulsive behaviors. Everybody's is going to be different, but if I tap into my own energy, the obsession that I've been having is chasing the next feel good moment. And for me, I feel good when I eat good food. I really do. Bottom of the deck is neglect. Tend to your inner garden and it will flourish. It says disregard, overlooked, and forgotten. So that pretty much resonates with me. All right, so I've got the Shadow Light Oracle cards. I really wish I hadn't taken that other deck out of here because it's called the Shadow, or the Light Shadow Tarot. And I believe it's out in my car and it's really snowy out and I'm in my pajamas, so I'm not going to go get it. But it would have been really good to use at this time. All right, Spirit, we would like to tap into the Divine Masculine, external and internal, for my viewers. What is the current energy? By the way, none of this is new. I mean, this is something that we've been dealing with, at least for me, for years. But I keep thinking I've gotten to the other side, and then I get the wake-up call that I really haven't. That there's more work to be done. Oh my God. Look at this entire deck. All right, I don't know how many cards. We get the Twin Flame card. And in this deck, it's called the Frozen Flame. It says, keeping passion alive, warm welcome instead of the cold shoulder, afraid to progress, running from change, savoring the moment. I'm telling you, it's chasing the next endorphin happy hit, right? That feel-good moment. Trying to keep our flame alive, maybe not for each other, but within us, you know, trying to find inspired reason for being alive, for being here, purpose. But running from change, afraid to progress, savoring the moment. It's duality, right? We can choose. We can choose the warm welcome instead of the cold shoulder. Or we could choose to be afraid to progress, running from change. It's like, do you want to run hot or do you want to run cold? I feel like I've been doing both. And it's put us in this limbo. The twin flames. We're in limbo, right? We're in the frozen flame. Unable to move forward. What else do we need to know about Divine Masculine? We have galactic drift, going with the flow, swept up in the heat of the moment. Not all who wander are lost. Having an adventure, being okay with uncertainty. Swept up in the heat, the passion of the moment. But I think this is Spirit telling us that not all who wander are lost. Remember, I had the vision of DMDF following two different pathways parallel to each other. I think this is Spirit's way of saying that, you know, the galactic drift, like we're meant to explore that path, that journey, that to take that adventure, to be okay with uncertainty. It kind of makes sense, but it's not exactly what I thought we'd see. So I'm wondering if the masculine, frozen flame, I think they've chucked it in the fuck it bucket and they're just following the next inspired moment. All who wander are not lost. I mean, that implies that they're wandering. They're wandering. And maybe they're hoping that if you've been giving them the cold shoulder, and I kind of have been, and I think he has too, because, I mean, obviously he hasn't reached out, but I'm in another relationship, and he knows it, and he, I think, is respecting that. Focusing on himself. So the galactic drift, it's the divine masculine, divine feminine are drifting, what feels like drifting apart on their own journey, focusing on themselves, and Spirit saying, all who wander are not lost. That we need to be okay with the uncertainty. All right, what else do we need to know from this deck for divine masculine? Oh, we got 2. So the next one is the harmonic rift. Embrace diversity, find harmony in discord. All of the fragments come together. Things seem to fall apart before falling into place. So this feels more like a message from Spirit about our journey than it is about the masculine's energy. And it's a new deck. I wasn't familiar with it, so maybe it wasn't really appropriate for what I was doing. But we're definitely getting advice from Spirit here on, you know, we need to quit giving each other the cold shoulder. We need to quit running from change. We need to learn to be warm and welcoming. Keep the passion alive. Keep faith and hope alive. Because, you know, we are creating the timeline that we're on. And if we're angry and resentful, we're not going to ever find union. The galactic drift, you know, Spirit's saying there's purpose in this wandering. There's purpose in this rift. It's actually harmonized. It's a harmonic rift. We need to find harmony in the discord. All of the fragments will come together. Things seem to fall apart just before they fall into place. And then we have the hidden opal. Unveiling brilliance, finding strength beneath the surface. Profound wisdom and secrets. Seek concealed treasures. Embrace the unseen beauty. It's shadow work all day long, right? What we think is ugly is actually the hidden opal. It's where the change and the healing happens, is when we face the monster under the bed. Okay, and the bottom of the deck is mystic reverie, having mystical visions. Daydreams are guidance from Spirit, clarity in fantasy, taking time to dream. Answers come lightly. And what did I tell you? I had a dream. I had a dream, and then that dream inspired this 1111, all this stuff. I think I should have held off with this deck until advice. But they're all new decks and I haven't worked with them. So there you go. All right. Let's get personal, Spirit. What's going on with the DM, Divine Masculine, currently in his feels for his Divine Feminine? Like, where's the shadow here? In the actual connection. The 3D connection. What do we need to know? Oh, wait a minute. I got my cards wrong. What a mess. Hold on. Let's try that again. All right, what's going on with the Divine Masculine? We have, I can't do this. Fear and anxiety are interfering. Again, with that uncertainty and running from change. Neglect, guilt, grief, pride, ego. That's that dark night of the soul energy. Fear and anxiety are interfering. But look it, I need to focus on me right now, and I'm getting my shit together. Taking a hiatus to work on self. And that's what it feels like. And I thought I was okay with that. I really did. And then I kind of had my wake-up call today, that little vision, you know, answers come in lightly, where I realized I really wasn't okay with that. I was kind of angry. But not angry. I was disappointed and hurt. And I used that emotion of disappointment and hurt to project onto him that he was the broken one, that he's the one that needs to do the work. Only to realize that in reality, I do too. Get our shit together. Oh, we have gratitude. Grateful. You are exactly... Oh, this is advice from Spirit. This isn't the DM. It says you are exactly where you're supposed to be. So be thankful for the now. So whatever's going on right now, don't be angry or resentful or hurt or disappointed like I am. Because obviously it's exactly where we need to be. They are exactly where they need to be. You know, maybe Spirit writes that on our heart so that we don't interfere with the progress. But that means that we also need to go within and work on our masculine energy. In gratitude, be grateful for all the chaos, right? Because we had chaos here somewhere. Embrace diversity, find harmony in discord. All of the fragments come together. Things seem to fall apart right before they fall into place. You're exactly where you need to be, right? Surrendering. Oh, I just heard it in my head. Spirit's like, listen, you didn't read the energy, you just read the card. They're surrendering to the journey. Because their ego has run out of ideas on how to fix this. Taking a hiatus to work on self. Mine has definitely. And I haven't. I've been spiritually bypassing. I've been focusing on everything external to me. I haven't really sat quietly with my own energy in a while. I think it's time. All right. Can I get a couple more? Or let's go through the deck, see if anything else comes out. Lies and deception. Look at, we have it over here too. I lied to you. It was easier than telling the truth. Beware of betrayal and manipulation. Someone's trying to pull the wool over your eyes. And you know who I think that someone is? I don't think that's an external thing. I think that's the internal thing. I think it's the ego. The ego is lying to us, betraying us, trying to manipulate us. And, you know, the ego is not bad. It's just trying to protect us. But it lies to us to keep us safe, or what it believes is safe. And it stunts our growth, stunts our spiritual growth. All right, what else? It also could be a fear. Read the energy, Spirit says. Take a moment, read the energy. So the masculine is telling himself stories right now that he's been hurt, that he's the victim, that he's betrayed himself, that it's like he's having a hard time trusting his divine feminine, which is his intuition, because he feels hurt and betrayed. Things that make you go, The sword of truth, right through the heart. But this is communicating, and it says it's lies and deception. I think it's the ego. I think he's telling himself, just like we are, these lies about, you know, well, they hurt me, they don't show up, they don't choose me. I want to be chosen. I want to be the one. I want to be honored. I want to be worthy. When we say these things, what we're really saying is, I'm not chosen. I'm not worthy. I'm not loved. I'm not good enough. I'm not enough. And that's the lie. That's the deception that's going on here. That's what's going on. All right, what else? I'm going to go through these decks until nothing else falls out. Is there anything else? Insecure. There's the mirror. Struggling with limiting thoughts and feelings. That's the lies and deception, guys. I'm telling you. I had to go to the mirror, didn't I? I told you I went to the mirror. I had to go to the mirror and have a talk with myself. And I didn't spend very much time there. I probably need to do more. Anything else? When I go through the deck twice and nothing comes out, we know we're done. But I just got one. Making plans. Get organized. Have your ducks in a row before you make any moves. That makes sense. What did I just say? Masculine energy is about making a plan. It's about knowing what you want, getting clear with what you want first, before you make any moves. That's that Knight of Pentacles energy. And it's New Year's resolution energy, right? All right, Spirit, this deck's talking a lot. I want 2 free passes to go through the deck with nothing before we're done. Too much drama. There is chaotic energy at play. And that came out in one of these other... We've been talking about the chaos. Discord. They didn't use the word chaos. They used the word discord. There is discord energy at play. Probably external and internal, because I've had a whole lot of freaking chaos going on in some of my relationships. Too much drama. Some of it I create. Oh, wait a minute. Look, we have boundaries have been enforced with cutoff. And we have it's not you, it's me. There's some inner work that needs to be done. I'm telling you, Spirit keeps confirming. And I told you, in theory, I understand this. But in practicality, I struggle with the idea that my divine masculine in the physical realm is a manifestation of my internal beingness, which is in discord and chaos and drama. And Spirit saying, you're lying and wearing a mask when you tell yourself, when your ego tells yourself that this is all them. They're broken. They're not doing the work. And you know, my DFs have done so much work. I get these texts and emails and messages from my divine feminine saying, oh, I've taken classes. I'm doing my spiritual mission work. I've been focusing on me. I've been, working. But the thing is that I can hear the subtle undertones of the resentment. It's like, Tracy, when is my divine masculine going to get their shit together? When are they going, how much healing do I have to do before they get their shit together? And I'm telling you, it's not them. It's you. And Spirit's saying, it's not you, meaning they need to realize it's not you, and you need to realize it's not them, but it's you. Focus on me. There was another card about that, but I don't know where it went. Deeper connection to the self. All right. What else do we need to know from this deck, Spirit? We might get the whole damn deck before Spirit's done. Ooh, there's one pass. Must have 2 free passes, Spirit, to put this deck away and move on. Anything else from this deck? That's it, guys. Bottom of the deck, we have Wake Up Call and Rude Awakening. Things fall apart to make way for a sturdier foundation. It's double energy, guys. Different deck. Harmonic Rift. Embrace the diversity. Find harmony in discord. All of that means come home to self. Find your center space. All of the fragments come together. Things seem to fall apart right before falling into place. Things fall apart to make way for a sturdier foundation. You're exactly where you need to be. Exactly where you need to be. So the masculine is going through all of this. Rude awakening, wake up call, right? They're realizing that they've been lying to themselves, saying that they're the victim. They're the ones that have been hurt and lied to. But they're surrendering that ego. And all of the bad stuff that they're experiencing is actually for the right reasons. It's a tower moment. It's divine intervention. It's bringing harmony to discord. Everything falls apart in order to come back together in a better way. Do I need tarot? I don't know if I need tarot. I might do no. Because this represents both of us. I was going to say I might do a Divine Feminine check-in, but I'm pretty sure this covers it. This is both of us. I think if you're honest with yourself, you'll see that all the stuff you're pushing out and projecting onto them might just actually be what you're missing and not seeing within yourself. Put a circle, guys, if your shadow work is coming back to bite you in the ass. Over here we had this neglect. Tend to your inner garden and it will flourish. See, I've gained weight. I quit going to the gym. My diabetes is out of control. My blood pressure was high. I had to be put back on medications that I haven't been on in a long time. And I've been resisting change. All right. What do I need, Spirit? Let's just talk. What do I need? Spirit says, let's just do some messages from our divine counterpart. And remember, it might actually bounce back and resonate with you. Maybe not. I mean, everything isn't identical. We're not identical twins. It's the yin and the yang. So maybe it won't resonate with you because these are messages from your person. So let's see what the divine masculine would like to say to his divine feminine at this time. Clear. We have separation. Time apart from your partners on the horizon. That's been happening for a while for me. It says, take a leap of faith. Only when you're willing to step out of your comfort zone will you reap great rewards. Again, this deck seems to be more advice from Spirit. All right, Spirit, give us what you need, or we need. We have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. True and lasting love is here for you. Absolutely, because they're you. True love. And we have nothing has gone wrong. Trust the process. This connection is divinely timed. Okay, I think I'm done with that deck. I want to use this one. Messages from the DM to the DF, please. Messages from the DM to the DF. Oh my goodness. I'm single. I'm single right now. I'm not attached to anyone, not looking to get into a relationship at this time. And this has double meaning for me because the hot air balloon has a very special, significant symbol in my own journey. And maybe this is the truth, you know? Maybe they're single for the first time and they're just not ready to do it all over again because they're trying to process. We have tears. When I think of you, I cry. Feeling lost. I'm trying to make this work, but I feel so lost. I don't know what to do or say anymore. That's that surrender. And it's easier to just stay in silence. Bottom of the deck is my dreams. I've been dreaming about you. In my dreams, we're so free and in love. Wish I could stay there forever. Yes, I experienced that. I told you about that before that card ever came out. What other decks do I have that are love messages? No. Hold on. I'm going to grab some more. What's this one? I don't remember. I got so many decks. Yep, this is a message deck. Messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. All right, Spirit. What do we need to know? Current energy, current timeline for all who come here. What do we need to know? I'm fixated on you. I think that's true. I think it's true. And it's also, you know, fixating on them makes you, it's coming back home to you. It's not you, it's me. When they fixate on you, it really does bring them back home to them. Just like when you fixate on them, it brings you back home to you. It was difficult to say goodbye to you. Now that's got a special meaning for me because my DM abandoned me. See, I use that word. I need to change that word. My DM felt the need to pursue a different journey, a different life path at one point in time when we were together, living together, and didn't say goodbye. Well, he did in his own way. He dropped me off at work and told me he loved me and that I would always be his girl. And I looked at him and said, why does that sound like a goodbye? And he says, oh, it's not. I just sometimes forget to tell you how much I love you. This is the last time I saw him for about, I don't know, several years. It was difficult to say goodbye to you. I use material possessions to mask my true self. Masks, see the masks over here? And that's a masculine thing. It really is. And I found myself over the holidays, I got some extra bonus money and I bought myself a lot of shit. I use material possessions to mask my true self. And now I just got clutter and chaos everywhere. I didn't need all that shit. I've got about 300 decks of cards now. Too many, Spirit. I'm afraid to be in contact with you. Bottom of the deck is you are the closest person to me. All right, I'm going to have to wrap this up because I've got a window of opportunity here where the snow is stopped and I really have a lot of stuff to do. So what I want to do now is I want to get you guys a love song if they're here. And this deck that I made of love songs, if you've been with my channel for a while, you're probably familiar with it. It's mostly 70s. Oh, it's been in my window and it's got some moisture got on it. Someday I have to make this into a real deck. I think I could do that as long as I don't sell it. Other people have made music decks. I actually found a bug. I had to free it. All right, let's get love song, Spirit, for my collective. Anyhow, I started telling you, these are all 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. It's the music I grew up with, music that I love, and it may not even resonate with you depending on your age group. But I'm 57, and these are the love songs that mine and I shared together. All right. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. What have we got? Oh, reunited. Yay. They miss us. We miss them. The breakup we had has left me lonesome and sad. I realize I love you 'cause I want you back. Hey, hey. Reunited and it feels so good. Don't mind my singing. I only sing good when I try. Oh, it's just debris. I thought it was another bug. I had these in the windowsill. We have I Promise I'm Trying by Alex Kaysen. I don't know this song. Jesse picked some of these. Please, please be here for me, dear, because I've never needed a friend more. I can't stress enough how much it means to me that you're trying, and I don't mind if you can't hold me like you used to, because I've never hated myself more. But this is just a bump in the road, and I promise I'm trying. I believe they are. I believe they're falling apart. And I believe we need to fall apart again to come back together better. We have Distance. Please don't stand so close to me. This is by Christina Perry featuring Jason Mraz. Please don't stand so close to me. I'm having trouble breathing. I'm afraid of what you'll see right now. I give you everything I am, all my broken heartbeats, until I know you'll understand. And I will make sure to keep my distance. Say I love you when you're not listening. And how long can we keep this up, up, up? Yeah, see, they're hiding from us. We're hiding from them. All right, The Morning After by Maureen McGovern. Oh, can't you see the morning after? It's waiting right outside the storm. Why don't we cross the bridge together and find a place that's safe and warm? All right, one last card from Spirit, and I'm going to go, guys. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for being patient. We have playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Hold on. Spirit, clear, concise messages for my viewers. Only time will tell. One more, please. All right, Spirit said take the bottom instead of tossing one. We have, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. There you go. How many decks did we have to use to get that message that everything is in divine order and in divine timing? I love you guys. Take a look in the mirror, will you, and see where any of this lies within you. Drop a comment. Subscribe if you're new. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.